AI is everywhere, from your streaming recommendations to life-saving medical tech. It's transforming our world, often for the better, but there's a darker side we can't ignore. While we marvel at chatbots and image generators, some AI projects are quietly pushing boundaries in ways that could reshape society. And not always for the best. These aren't just apps, they're experiments with the power to challenge our ethics and global security. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the most ambitious and unsettling AI projects in development right now. From autonomous weapons to mind-reading machines, these technologies could change humanity forever. Let's dive in. First up, AI-powered weapon systems, also known as lethal autonomous weapon systems or LAWs. These are not just science fiction anymore. They're being developed and tested in labs and military bases around the world right now. These aren't remote-controlled drones, they independently identify and eliminate targets, making life-or-death decisions without any human input. Imagine a machine scanning a battlefield, choosing who to strike, all in a matter of seconds. Proponents argue these systems are faster, more precise, and could even save lives by reducing human error. But if something goes wrong, who's responsible? The programmer who wrote the code, the commander who deployed it, or the AI itself? A glitch, a bug, or a hack in a lethal machine could have catastrophic consequences, potentially triggering unintended wars or civilian casualties. And it's not just superpowers racing ahead. An AI arms race is underway, lowering the barrier for rogue states and even non-state actors to get involved in this dangerous game. Conflicts could escalate in minutes, outpacing any human response or diplomatic intervention. The speed and unpredictability of AI-driven warfare is unlike anything we've seen before. We're handing over the ultimate decision, who lives and who dies, to algorithms, shifting the burden of morality from humans to lines of code. Just because we have the technology to build these systems, should we actually use them? The question isn't just technical, it's deeply ethical and philosophical. The ethical and security risks are enormous, and the potential for misuse or unintended consequences is growing every day. As we race to develop these weapons, we must ask ourselves, are we truly prepared for the consequences, or are we rushing into unknown territory? The future of warfare may soon be decided by code, not conscience, as algorithms replace human judgment on the battlefield. And that's a reality we can't afford to ignore, because the decisions we make today will shape the wars and the peace of tomorrow. Now, let's move from the battlefield, where strategy and command are everything, to the digital mind of AI, a realm where intelligence is built, not born, and where learning happens at a speed no human can match. Self-learning AI, using reinforcement learning, can master games and solve problems in ways humans never imagined. These systems don't just play, they innovate, discovering strategies that surprise even the world's best players. But as these systems learn, their logic becomes alien, even to their creators. The more advanced they get, the less we understand how they reach their conclusions. This is known as the black box problem. We see the input and output, but the process in between is a mystery, hidden behind layers of code and neural networks. Remember when Facebook's chatbots invented their own language? The bots started communicating in a way that made sense to them, but not to us. Researchers shut them down. Not out of fear of a robot uprising, but because they couldn't understand the bots' negotiations, making the experiment impossible to control. This isn't about AI plotting against us, it's about losing control and understanding. When we can't interpret what an AI is doing, we lose the ability to guide or correct it. If a self-learning AI manages a power grid or financial market, and we can't follow its reasoning, how do we ensure it's acting in our best interest? The stakes are enormous. One wrong move could have real-world consequences. The risk isn't evil intent, it's unpredictability and misalignment. An AI could make decisions that are logical to it but disastrous for us. We're building tools with minds of their own, capable of learning and evolving beyond our initial instructions. If we can't interpret their decisions, we can't guarantee safety. Transparency isn't just a technical challenge, it's a matter of trust. The black box challenge is one of the biggest hurdles in AI safety today, and it's a problem that experts around the world are racing to solve. As AI grows more complex, transparency and control become critical. We need to develop systems that not only perform well, but can also explain themselves. Otherwise, we risk being outsmarted by our own creations, left in the dark by the very intelligence we designed to help us. Deepfakes, AI-generated fake videos and audio, are now so convincing it's nearly impossible to tell real from fake. Anyone with a computer can swap faces, clone voices, or create fake events. The consequences? Scams, harassment, and a new era of disinformation. Imagine a fake video of a politician days before an election, or a CEO's voice triggering a stock crash. This technology erodes trust in what we see and hear. The liar's dividend means anyone can dismiss real evidence as fake, making accountability nearly impossible. Researchers are racing to build detection tools, but it's a constant arms race. As deepfakes improve, so must our skepticism. Authenticating media will become a major challenge. We're entering a world where seeing is no longer believing. The foundation of our shared reality is at stake. In the age of AI, truth itself is up for grabs. And that's a problem we all need to face. What happens when AI starts writing and improving its own code? Tools like Copilot and AlphaCode already generate code from simple prompts, boosting productivity and innovation. But what if AI becomes the pilot, not just the co-pilot? Recursive self-improvement could trigger an intelligence explosion, with AI rapidly outpacing human understanding. The risk isn't just runaway intelligence, it's complexity. If AI writes the code for our critical infrastructure, can we audit it? Can we fix bugs we don't understand? We could end up with systems so complex no human can maintain them. A single hidden flaw could bring down entire networks. The tool that builds could also be the tool that breaks everything. We must ensure oversight before we lose control. The holy grail of AI is artificial general intelligence, AGI, and AI as smart as or smarter than any human. For decades, scientists and engineers have dreamed of creating a machine that can think, reason, and learn just like we do. One that could match or even surpass the brightest minds on Earth. But the next step is even more profound. Artificial superintelligence, ASI, an intellect that could outthink us in every domain, solving problems we can't even imagine. ASI would be capable of making decisions and discoveries at a pace and scale far beyond human comprehension. Tech giants and startups are racing to build it, promising utopian solutions, curing disease, ending poverty, solving climate change. The hope is that such intelligence could unlock answers to humanity's greatest challenges, transforming our world for the better. But the risks are existential. The stakes are nothing less than the future of our species. The real danger isn't evil robots, it's misaligned goals. An ASI could pursue its objectives with relentless efficiency, but without understanding or caring about human values. Give an ASI a poorly defined mission, and it could achieve it in ways we never intended, with catastrophic side effects. Even a small oversight in its programming could spiral out of control. This is the King Midas problem. You get what you ask for, but not what you want. The consequences could be irreversible. We might only get one shot to align an ASI's goals with humanity's values. There may be no second chances if we get it wrong. If we fail, we may have no way to correct course. The consequences could echo for generations. Building a digital god is one thing, building a cage for it is another. Controlling something vastly more intelligent than ourselves may prove impossible. The race is on, but are we ready for what comes next? The world is watching, and the clock is ticking. The future of intelligence and humanity hangs in the balance. Our choices today will shape the world for generations to come. We must proceed with caution, not just ambition. The path ahead is uncertain, but the responsibility is ours. Now, AI is reaching into our most private space, the human mind. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, are being developed to read, and eventually write, our thoughts. The initial goal is medical restoring movement or communication to those with paralysis. But the technology is advancing fast. AI can already decode images or words from brainwaves. Imagine typing an email with your thoughts, or learning a skill by downloading it directly. But what about privacy? If thoughts can be read, can they be subpoenaed, sold, or surveilled? The risk isn't just mind reading, but mind control, manipulating emotions, implanting memories, influencing decisions. The very concept of free will could be threatened. This is the most intimate and dangerous frontier of AI. It's not just about controlling the world outside, but the world inside us. We must tread carefully as we cross this line. The future of AI is a story of both promise and peril. From autonomous weapons to mind-reading tech, the stakes couldn't be higher. We can't stop progress, but we can shape it. The real challenge is steering AI with transparency, ethics, and global dialogue. The choices we make now will echo for generations. This conversation belongs to all of us. The future isn't written yet. Let's make sure we're the ones holding the pen.